Welcome to part 15 of our series, Secrets of Glessner House. Today, we are going to look briefly at the history of clay roof tiles and then reveal the recently confirmed identity of the company that made the tiles for Glessner House. One of the most distinctive features of Glessner House is its clay tile roof, a trademark feature of many buildings designed by architect Henry Hobson Richardson. The distinctive terracotta color blends beautifully with the Braggville granite and its reddish-orange mortar joints. The earliest use of clay roof tiles dates back thousands of years. Chinese craftsmen were among the very first to consider the use of fired clay as a roofing material. An outstanding example can be seen at the Summer Palace in Beijing, where construction began in the 12th century. The Greeks may have been the very first to utilize clay tiles, perhaps as much as 3,000 years ago. Here we see a computer model of the Parthenon at the Acropolis in Athens, as it would have appeared upon completion in the 5th century BCE. These ancient tiles show the variety of shapes, colors, and sizes that were used by the Greeks as they continued to refine and develop this building material. Convex and concave tiles were often used together in an interlocking system to make buildings watertight. Over the centuries, clay tiles became widely used throughout much of Europe. Here we see the old city of Dinkelsbühl, Germany, with the abundant tile roofs that would have been typical of many medieval cities. As the Germans and Dutch settled in the American colonies, they brought the use of clay roof tiles with them. This photo shows an early stone building with its distinctive tile roof in the Ole region of Pennsylvania. Ohio, with its rich clay deposits, became an important center for the manufacture of clay roof tiles in the 19th century. In 1814, John Robinson settled in Germantown, northeast of Cincinnati, and began making brick, also creating roof tiles for his home and stable, the latter of which is shown here shortly before demolition in 1907. Fast forward to the mid-1870s, when Joseph C. Ewart formed a company with Henry Merrill to produce sewer pipes, utilizing the Summit County clay deposits around Akron, Ohio. They soon tried their hand at making roof tiles as well, opening the Akron Roofing Tile Works, and they found immediate success. The reputation of the company and its product received a boost in 1876 when Henry Hobson Richardson placed an order for 30,000 tiles to adorn the roof of his Trinity Church in Boston. 4 years later, Richardson placed an order for 70,000 tiles for the Capitol building in Albany, New York. Ewart bought out his partner and in 1882 changed the name of the company to J.C. Ewart and Company. When Richardson prepared the specifications for the Glessner's new house on Chicago's Prairie Avenue, the best quality Akron roof tiles were listed, but documentation did not survive indicating what company actually made the tiles. The tiles measure 6 by 12 inches and have a square tail or bottom edge. They were laid to overlap by 3 inches to allow the tile above to completely cover where the tin nails would secure the tile to the roof. This photo appeared in the Chicago Tribune in 1971 in an article covering an extensive repair project to the Glessner roof. The stamp of the manufacturer is only partially legible and was not mentioned in the article. It was not until research was recently undertaken on the manufacture of clay roof tiles in Ohio that we were able to positively identify the stamp seen here as belonging to J.C. Ewart and Company. Ewart was highly successful in business, earning him the title of the Tile King of Akron. His fortune provided him the opportunity to build a 14-room brick mansion on Akron's most exclusive residential avenue, East Market Street, that city's equivalent of Chicago's Prairie Avenue. Not surprisingly, the home featured a spectacular clay tile roof. This view of that home was taken in 1936, just 2 years before it was demolished during the decline of Market Street, which suffered a similar and simultaneous fate to Prairie Avenue. Ewart's business grew through the end of the 19th century, as noted in this article from 1895. About 100 workmen were employed in the tile works, which operated 13 kilns to produce an almost limitless variety of tile colors and shapes. The article goes on to say that, quote, "This is conceded to be the largest establishment of this kind in the country, and their trade extends to all parts of the United States," unquote. The tile business became more competitive with the opening of the Celadon Terracotta Company in Alfred, New York in 1888, and the Ludowici Roof Tile Company in Chicago in 1893. By 1906, the two companies had merged. Ludowici continues as the largest clay tile producer in the U.S. to this day. Ewart was an astute businessman, noting the increased competition, and decided to sell the business and retire in 1902. He died in 1913. The new company was renamed the Akron Roofing Tile Company and went out of business around 1920. We hope you have enjoyed this look back at the history of clay roof tiles, and more specifically, the Ewart Company that produced the tiles for Glessner House. Tune in next time when another secret will be revealed.